Okay, so this lesson is called Working with Equations, number 3. We're solving equations involving fractions. Your favorite thing, fractions. Okay, so down here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here. When solving an equation involving fractions, it's a good idea to eliminate the fractions before we start to organize the terms. If there is just one fraction, we can do this by multiplying both sides by the common denominator. So let me just get to my pen. Oops. Common denominator of the fraction. Okay, so here's some examples. So the first one, y minus 4, let's get rid of that. Y minus 4 divided by 5 times 6. So if you notice here, we have a fraction, so we want to get rid of that fraction first. And so what we can do is we can multiply the other side by 5, okay? Because if we multiply this side by 5, multiply by 5 and divide by 5, they cancel out, so we just have to multiply this side by 5. So let's do it. Oh, let me get my writing tool. So we will be left with y minus 4 equals negative 6 times 5. So next step, y minus 4 equals, and then negative 6 times 5, positive times a negative is a negative, and 6 times 5 is 30. So now we want to get rid of this little guy and move it over. So a negative 4 turns to a positive 4. So we're going to have y equals negative 30 plus 4. And then we could figure that out. So y equals negative 30 plus 4 gives us negative 26. And that's our final answer on that one. So looking at the next one, we have another fraction. So first thing we want to do is get rid of the fraction. So if it's divided by 4, we need to multiply by 4. So on this side, we are now going to have y, and then the brackets, 3, and then the brackets y minus 5 equals, and over here it's going to be 7 times 4. So next step, we can expand. So 3 times y gives us 3y. 3 times negative 5 gives us negative 15. Then our equal signs lined up. 7 times 4 is 28. So now we're going to collect our like terms. So we're going to keep our y on this side, and we're going to move our number over to the other side. So 3y stays here. And then we have our equal sign. Then we have 28. And then negative 15 turns into a positive 15. Now we're going to do some simplifying. So we have 3y equals, and then 28 plus 15 gives us 43. And now we want to solve for 1y, so we have to do the opposite of multiply by 3. So that means we have to divide by 3. And if you do it on one side, you do it to the other. 3 goes into 3 once, so we have 1y. And 43 divided by 3 is not an even number. So instead of using decimals, it's more accurate to leave it in the fraction form. And it's already in lowest terms. So that's your final answer. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next, we have C equals, on C, we have 6 equals 1/3 times, in brackets, 8 plus n. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of the brackets. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3, okay? So if we multiply this side by 3, multiply by 3, and then divide by 3, they cancel out. So I'll do it just to show you. So we're going to have 6 times 3 equals, and then over here I'll put a 3 out front, and then I'll put a big bracket, leave it 1/3, and then we have 8 plus n. Okay, so next step. 6 times 3 is 18. And then equals, when you multiply by 3 and divide by 3, they cancel out. So we are just left with 1 bracket 8 plus, oops, n. That wasn't a very good n, sorry. Okay, next step. We have our 18 equals, we have to multiply everything by 1. But anything times 1 is itself, so 1 times 8 is 8. And then 1 times positive n is positive n. Okay, so that was that one. So now we have to collect our like terms. We want our n on one side. So we're going to keep our n on this side because it's positive. But we're going to move this 8 to the other side. So a positive 8 turns into a negative 8. So over here on the left side, we're going to have 18 minus 8 equals n. And then 18, take away 8, you're left with 10. And so n equals 10. All right, last one here. So now we have 5 minus a equals 2/3. Well, we have a fraction, so the first thing you want to do is get rid of the fraction. So we're going to multiply both sides by the denominator, which is by 3. So over here, we're going to multiply everything by 3. So I'm going to put a 3 out in front, and I'll put this in a bracket. 5 minus a, close the bracket. So that means that everything gets multiplied by 3. And then we'll put a 3 out in front, because we have to multiply it by the 2/3. Okay, so next, 3 times 5 gives us 15. 3 times negative a gives us negative 3a. That's it on this side, so now we have our equal sign. So if you multiply something by 3 and divide it by 3, they cancel each other out, and you're left with a 1. Now we're going to collect our like terms. Now, if you notice here, our variable is negative. So if we move this negative 3 to this side, it'll turn to a positive 3a. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this to this side, making it a positive 3a, and I'm going to move this 2 to this side to make it a negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to keep 15. And the 2, I'm moving it over so it turns to a negative 2. Then I have my equal sign, and then I'm going to take that negative 3a and move it over, and it turns to a positive 3a. There's a couple different ways you could do it. You could have left the 3a here, and then just move the 15 over, and then at the end you just have to divide by negative 3. So there's more than one way to do it, so whatever's easiest for you. I just always like to have positive numbers. 15 minus 2 gives me 13, and that equals 3a. And now we have to solve for a. So because it's multiplied by 3, we have to do the opposite, which is divide by 3. If you do it on one side, you have to do it on the other. And because 13 divided by 3 does not go evenly, we can leave it 13 over 3. And 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we just have 1a. And that's our final answer. Next, solving equations with 2 or more fractions. When we need to eliminate more than one fraction, we have to find the lowest common denominator. I just thought it'd be easier than trying to squeeze it there. So find the lowest common denominator, and then you multiply all the terms on both sides of the equation by that value. So, first one right here, we have a denominator of 3 and a denominator of 5. So we want to find a number that both of these will go into. So a little trick that I like to do is just take the numbers and multiply them together. So 3 times 5 is going to give us 15. So that means that our magic number, our lowest common denominator, is 15. So this side we are going to multiply by 15. Okay, and then I'll keep everything else the same. m plus 2 over 3 equals, and then this side we multiply by 15. So m minus 4 divided by 5. Okay? So now, 15 divided by 3. Okay, so we multiply by 15 divided by 3. So 15 divided by 3, we are left with 5. So that means we're going to multiply everything by 5. So I'm just going to write it here. So it's now 5. Then m plus 2. Then you put your equal sign. So now we have 15, and we have to divide it by 5. Well, 15 divided by 5 is 3, so we're going to be left with 3. And then we still have to multiply in the brackets m minus 4. So our next step is we expand. So 5 times m gives us 5m. 5 times 2 gives us our positive 10. And then equals. And then on the other side, 3 times m gives us 3m. 3 times negative 4, positive times a negative is a negative. 3 times 4 is 12. So now we're going to collect our like terms. We're going to put our m's on one side. So because my biggest m is 5 and it's positive here, I'm going to move this 3m over. Okay? And then I'm going to move this 10 over to the other side and make it a negative. So, first things first, I'm going to have 5m, and then this 3m is going to go over here. It's going to turn to a negative 3m. Then I can have my equal sign, and over here, I already still have my negative 12, but then I have a positive 10, and when I move it over, it turns to a negative 10. So I'm just going to move this over so we can solve it a little bit better. So 5m minus 3m is going to give us 2m. And then our equal sign, and then negative 10 take away 12, which is right here, is going to give us negative 22. Now we want to solve for m. So right now it's multiplied by 2, so we're going to have to divide by 2. Oops. I don't know why I did that. Erase. Okay. Divide by 2. And if you do it on one side, you have to do it to the other side. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we're left with 1m. And then here, negative 22 divided by positive 2 gives us negative 11. Okay. Last two questions. So, if we look here, we have a denominator of 3 and a denominator of 4. So 3 times 4 gives us 12. So our common denominator is 12. So we're going to multiply both sides by 12. So I'm going to have a 12, open up my bracket, and then have 1/3 2x minus 5 equals, we're going to multiply by 12, then open up those brackets again, 3/4, and then a bracket x minus 2, and close the bracket. Okay, so if we are multiplying by 12 and then dividing it by 3, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we're now multiplying this whole thing just by 4. So 12 divided by 3 gives us 4. So it's now 4. Oops. Oh, 4. And then we have a 1. And then 2x minus 5. Close the bracket. Equals 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we now just have a 3. Open up the bracket. And then we still have the 3 inside the bracket. And then x minus 2. So our next step, sorry, we leave our 4 out in front. And we're going to multiply everything by 1. So 1 times 2x is 2x. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. Then equals. Here we're going to leave our 3 out in front. Open up the bracket.